Now, yeah, I mean, I'm only a young man, and I'm fairly untouched. If you look through my career, for such a dangerous game, I'm not. I haven't gone through big wars. I I've gone through some, but not compared to some others in the game. So I'm very young in my career, and when I see Floyd, I will certainly look. I will keep an eye on the boxing game, 100%. I will keep an eye on who's there. Yeah, all it will do for me is it'll give me more options. But my options will stay open. I may box, I may continue to fight the UFC, but I certainly will do both. You know what I mean? Which is which, or which one next? All that type of stuff I don't know, but I certainly will continue to do both.
Thank you. Thank you for
To your right, Connor.
Hey, Conor, my name's Bob. You're senior.
Very good. How are you?
How's the sparring going for you? 10, 12 rounds. You feel after 4 or 5 rounds, you're hitting him with everything. This guy's still there. Now, these latter rounds, how do you feel you're doing the 10 and 12 rounds?
It's a 3-minute round. 2-minute shorter than I'm used to. There's no up and down. There's no scrambles. There's no lift of the leg. This height for kicks. There's no jumping through the air. There's no 360 spins. There's no clinch work against the fence. He's gonna feel like he's wrestling a bear when we fight for the first time. You know what I mean? And he's gonna be like, no matter what. I come from the game where we grapple, but what a human does under stress and fear, no matter what skill set they possess, they grab. That's just a human reaction. We grab and hold and try and. That's what they do. But when he tries to grab and hold me, he's not just grabbing and holding. I'm holding a serious specialist in the clinch. You know what I mean? You're talking like there's Greco-Roman wrestlers that like all they do is fight in the clinch. They can only attack the upper body. There's so many. That's what I'm trying to say. Like he just does not understand what he's in for, and he's not going to keep me off him. He is not going to keep me off him. He's too small. I'm going to have my way with him. So that's where I'm coming from.
In the 10, 12 rounds, like they call them the dog rounds, do you feel like you're there like 10, 12 rounds?
I will be. I've been sparring as well. No problem.
Yeah.
Switching bodies. I bring them in. I have a referee also for spars. We were advised to bring a referee in so we can acclimatize to the rules. How certain details in the fight, what the red flag. You know what I mean? Just like that. So, and then I'm bringing people in, and we're facing off. It's a fight. I haven't fought in the gym, so I'm having a lot of solid boxing fights already, behind closed doors. So I'll be ready. Make no mistake, I'll be ready. I will be ready for 12, but he's going down in 4.
Thank you, Kyle. Thank you.
All right, Conor, here's Champ 3, Fox Sports Radio. Your stance is more of a traditional karate, Jeet Kune Do stance, and you move very well north and south. Floyd, his elusiveness allows him to move east-west, and he tends to throw his opponents off balance before they can plant and throw the power shots. With your boxing training, and there's such limited amount of time, how have you found a way to balance your energy with the movements that come with boxing as opposed to what you traditionally study for in MMA?
Yeah, karate style is one of my stances. I can stand many ways. I can attack many ways. I can attack from both stances. I can switch it up from a karate stance to a taekwondo stance. I can go to a boxing stance. I can go to a Thai boxing stance. There's many different ways to stand in front of a man, and I know where the Shelly throws. I know what to expect. I've seen it before. He does the same stuff over and over again. Similar to tonight, saying the same stuff over and over. So we're preparing. But him, he knows nothing. He knows absolutely nothing of what way I'm going to approach this fight and what way I'm going to come at him. So that's a beautiful position I'm in. So I look forward to exploiting that and getting that knockout win.
All right, and the last thing is speak to your ability of visualization. MGM Graham, before you fought Dustin Poirier, a woman came up to you and said, "Hey, are you a fighter?" And you said yes. They said, "Did you fight Floyd Mayweather?" You said no, but I'm gonna knock him out like I'm gonna knock out Dustin, right? This was years ago. I see you about maybe 2 years later, and then you bring up the fact that you will be the king of Las Vegas. Someone in the crowd says, "But you gotta beat Floyd," and you said he can get it too. And now here we are. Can you speak to the level of, how you verbally speak these things and they come to you? Where did you learn that trait to visualize these things?
I'll tell you, it's been one hell of a journey. It's been one hell of a journey. 4 years I'm signed to the UFC. I was able to rise up, capture the 2 gold belts, capture all the records, and now I'm chasing the current #1 guy in boxing. What a journey. I mean, I'm just blessed. As far as I can visualize it, I honestly feel like I can predict the future. If I see something in my head, I speak it out loud, I'll believe in it truly, and then it just happens. And it's been happening for me my whole career. And I guarantee August 26th on the night when we're sitting back here or backstage in the T-Mobile, you'll be asking me the same question, how do you do it, man? I just sit here, I speak it, and it happens, and that's it. I can't fully tell you why, or how, but it's just, yeah, sure. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, thanks so much, everyone.
I have an attendance number for everyone. I feel like I'm calling bingo right now. All right. 13165. 13165. 13,165. What? This has to be the attendance. That was the attendance number. Not capacity, attendance.
Yes. Floyd is coming, supposed to be coming this question.
Because it feels like if he goes 4 or 5 rounds, he's gonna see the way this guy moves. It's so hard to catch him. It's so freaking
Shit, man.
Like the Xbox, I didn't go.
I mean, obviously smart money.
Just don't know.
Of course not.
Somebody told me I could do it. He was in the wall. Security come out.
We don't want anything to happen.
You don't vote.
It's too much. It's so much where it's like,
Yeah, really that great. Yeah, it was great. Now it's all I used to love it because this is great. Yeah, I like
what I mean? Like I don't want to care that I provide dominating threat.
That's the reason. I watch all the
My little corner, see my shit? My little corner, with my wallet, my little corner, my ear, my little corner. I'm gonna give y'all, we're gonna do print. And we're gonna do print. Y'all gotta make me feel like I'm Money Mayweather. Show it up, give it up to Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd, Brian Kim of CBS Sports. Hey, Mark, I know you. Talking to me again. There's been a lot of talk the last few stops about some of the comments that Connor had said. Did they cross the line into racial terms? What is your opinion on some of those? Did he go too far?
I think that disrespecting my daughter, disrespecting the mother of my daughter, disrespecting black women, calling black people monkeys, is totally disrespectful. I have a diverse team, a diverse staff. And when I was young, I may have said some things that I shouldn't have said when I was young. But we live, we learn, and you don't say those things once you get to a certain age. It's all about growth and maturity. But it's total disrespect. Today he came out today and did it again. You know, you do not disrespect. I don't care if it's white women, black women, white men, black man, Asian, Latina, or Latino. You don't disrespect people. To get respect, you must give respect. And, you know, we live and we learn. And like I said before, as we get older, we grow and we get wisdom, we get maturity. And I guess, you know, when you get older, he probably look back and say, you know, I shouldn't have said that.
Hey, Floyd. Good to see you again. What I was wondering is, in your last several fights, going back a few years, you hadn't really done a lot of trash talking actually when you were fighting, you know, the Turtles and Pat Galvin and Guerrero. Go through your show. I don't remember there being a lot of. Has he awakened the Floyd we knew a long time ago?
You mean the pretty one?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Trash talk. You know, I remember. I thought back to like the Diego Crowns.
Well, I have to stand up for the Americans. I must stand up for us because we represent this country, and I represent the red, white, and blue. If it's a Spanish American, white American, black American. It's in order.
So did he bring it back out of you? But he
didn't bring it back out of me. You have to realize, I knew this is this is gonna be a big event, a huge event. And we have to give people what they want to see.
From your point of view, why do you think it's gotten so huge? I said to Leonard earlier, when I watched the Ontario press or the Toronto press conference, it's the first time I knew this was big, but it's the first time I thought it's going to probably break the record you made with that. Why is it so big?
Well, I just want to be able to record and let the people know if we do break the record, only record I'm breaking is my own. So I just want to make that. I want to keep that clear. But give it up. I'm holding my shit. Make me feel good.
Wait, just one more question.
Yeah, okay. Still, do I think it's going to break the record?
No, I want to know why you think this fight became so hot.
Social media. I'm still a huge fan. You know, to be a living legend in the sport, to be an icon in the sport. And just like what's going on in all sports, I was the first one getting crazy. When we talk about, well, you got a basketball contract, for instance, and you see a guy make it, but I don't know what's a certain number, like
$150 million contract,
$150 million contract, or $200 million contract over some years. You know, I think I'm the first athlete to get $300 million in 36 minutes. So, I'm capable of doing that again. But it's all just timing. It's really all about timing, and you guys, you yourself, and all the different writers, but you one of the main writers for ESPN, Dan Raphael, and all you guys just covering me throughout the years. This didn't just happen. We're talking about before social media has got huge. I was big. I was big, just what I do every day. And I think about my career. When I go watch Mike Tyson fight, and the fans know me and they take pictures with me. But when they get to a point where, because when I wake up in the morning, I'm just gonna be honest, when I wake up in the morning, I forget that I'm famous. I said, oh yeah, today's gonna be a good day. I'm just gonna walk downstairs and walk downstairs and go eat. I forget it. And they said, you can go downstairs. And I gotta call security. I gotta call 6, 7, 8 security, come meet me downstairs. I be wanna, sometimes we ask for certain things that we really don't want. But I also have to say that this is what I signed up for. And when I signed up for it, I must give you guys 100%. Today, it was a show.
Now, one other question for you. You came out of retirement for this fight. You said all along that this was the only fight that you wanted. It wasn't like you were going to go fight one of the other fighters. Are you one and done? Are you back retirement when this is over?
I gave Al Haymon my word. I shook his hand, gave him a hug. I promised him, I gave him my word. And he said, son, you don't want for nothing. You know, I own so much property, made so many smart investments, and just to be in a, just to be in this position, this period, is truly a blessing. And I'm just thankful for being in this position, to be able to be at this age and still be competing against guys in their 20s. It's a blessing. But if you really look at it on paper, everything leans.
These are not the Raiders.
It's okay. We're gonna slow that down a little bit. Everything leans towards him. I'm saying on paper. He's bigger. He has a 74-inch reach. I have a 72-inch reach. I'm inactive. He's active. Youth is on his side. He's in his 20s. I'm in my 40s. But he's a stand-up fighter. We never seen him lose standing up. So he can fight standing up. That's one thing he can do. And he feel like he's the best. And I feel like, you know, throughout, I mean, when I was competing, I was the best. So I think I had to come back for this last hurrah. Did I want to come back? No, but once I threw bait out there and he said something, I threw some more bait out there and he bit on it. I said, okay, now it's time for me to control the chessboard. I'm no longer on the chessboard. I control the chessboard. Now we're in this fight.
Mike Halpinger from Ring Magazine. You know, I know you weren't expecting to come back necessarily, and you know, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, so there's all the money. But how much are you going to miss this once it's gone? So once it's gone for good. Are you going to miss all this?
Well, you know, first I just want to say that with me putting fighters in a certain position, you know, this kid right here, stand up, Tim. This is, and I think one particular time, I was the youngest world champion in boxing. Now the guy that's under my banner, who I told you guys a long time ago when I done an interview with you, I said I would take this fighter and he would be world champion within 24 months. This is the youngest world champion in boxing, and this is the next pay-per-view superstar. Believe me when I tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. Gervonta Tank Davis. So give him a clap for him.
What do you do after Super Bowl boxing on your right? On your right? So coming out of retirement, you chose to face one of UFC's biggest stars. It's going to be a huge financial payday.
You know what's crazy? I like what you said. One of UFC's biggest stars. But I'm the biggest star because you always hear my name in the UFC or the MMA. They always talk about me. So even though I don't compete in boxing no more, you still got all these young guys calling me out. They call me out in boxing. They call me out in MMA. Everyone's always calling me out.
If I can ask you, everyone does call you out because it's the biggest payday they're ever going to make in their life, and you're a huge star. All right. With that being said, you could have came back and faced top welterweights, got another belt. You could have picked anybody you wanted.
I talked about this before. I come in and take my head out to all those young champions. This move that I made right here is not on the chessboard. It's controlling the chessboard. I can easily fight any fighter, anybody. I can fight one of you guys and make 35 million. But why do that?
Capture another belt. Legacy.
My legacy my legacy is already set. I don't need to do that. Dan, you think I need to do that? This business move that I made right here, it's unbelievable. They're gonna talk about this business move at Harvard. They're gonna talk about this business move at Harvard. So I want you guys to keep believing what they say. Mayweather, you know what I mean? They call me every name in the book. He can't write, he can't spell, he can't read. Keep believing all that, okay? Okay, well, it's obvious I'm doing something right if I already made 800 million without no endorsement deal. And why would I come bring, oh, Mayweather, he don't got no suit. Why would I wear somebody else's brand? Nike had to start from somewhere. Adidas had to start from somewhere. Puma had to start from somewhere. I'm gonna build TMT from the ground up. Even when I'm long gone and my great grandkids is running it, We have to start from somewhere. If I wear anybody else's brand, I gotta wear my brand first. So, and Mcgregor, oh yeah, today, I'm not knocking. Remember this, when I tell you guys, racism still exists. When Mayweather, was flashy, I've been flashy for years, Dan Raphael knows. Flashy, meat coats. And y'all know I've been driving Ferraris and Bentleys and Rolls Royces over 20 years. All this flashy stuff I was doing. Oh, he's arrogant. Oh, he's cocky. He's this, he's that. He's unappreciative. But then you take the same guy that's in contact sports, steal my whole blueprint, and he go do it, and they praise him for it. But these are the things that we don't see. These are the things that we act like we don't see. But life goes on, and I will always stand my ground and believe in what I believe in. I believe in treating everybody fair. I believe in if you violate, we'll demonstrate. I truly believe in to give respect, you have to give respect. He totally disrespected my family. He's totally disrespected my daughter. She's my family, but that's that's my baby. He disrespected her. Am I going to trip? No. I still have a job to do, and I still have to remain humble and be a professional, because humble is knowing where your blessings come from. When you come and smack my head or bump me in the shoulder, I'm not gonna, what I'm gonna do? Hit you back and get a fine? Nobody is dipping into my money. But me first. But me first. You're gonna get some millions too, but let me get it first. And I just want to say this, Kelly Swanson. I could have went with any other. I could have went with any other publicist. When you got a celebrity, you're like, oh, all the celebrities is with this publicist. Boy, you need to go with this publicist. One thing I will never forget. This lady stuck with me from the beginning. This lady stuck with me when I was in that cell doing time every day. And how I got through it was this. Her letters, everybody writing me. My daughter, mother writing me, Leonard writing me, Al checking on me, but it's another person. These are my friends. She's like my best friend. Where's Shane? Shane? Right here. I'm Shane. Okay.
Yeah, Shane. Shane the name.
My lawyer, Shane. When I was locked away, and I was doing time, in Max, because you have to be careful when you talk about this, because your freedom is nothing like having freedom. When I was locked away, everything I think about every day, I was like, I just want to sit. I just want to touch a tree. I just want to walk through the park. These are the things that you really miss. And sometimes we take things like this for granted. I just want to walk through the park. Every day, he came to see me. He made me stronger. Every day. But, this is one of the best lawyers in the world. And, I do get my lawyer's gifts. I bet he got it on. Yeah, you know that's my lawyer. That got me watch on. Yeah. And I really want to thank CBS, because if you know the people that we don't know that have my back, CBS and Showtime, they cut it 9-figure checks without a problem. Without a problem. I don't have to say, and they put extras on it for me. No, Flo, they go extra $2 million, they go extra $1 million. They go extra $3 million. I want to thank MGM Grand. These are the people I have to really thank. I go to MGM Grand. Okay, I want to go down here. You go, Floyd. You can have it. Whatever you want. So I'm going to always. And I have to thank Stephen Espinosa. Stephen, come on. Please, Stephen. this is the man. This is the man that gave me the biggest deal. I don't know if it's in boxing or in sports, but we made a lot of money together. Steve, thanks.
Come on, you're gonna give Tank some ideas.
We got him. We gonna get him a deal. You know, and every day what I try to teach to him, he gonna learn. I teach him. I don't want you to be able to buy a watch 1 or 2 times or 3 times. No. I want you to be able to buy a diamond watch every month if you want to, if you choose to. But I'm older now, so you know, I got this stuff. I got 1,000 diamond X, 1,000 cars. I don't think about that stuff anymore. It's about building brands. It's about helping the fighters around you. It's about helping this man grow. It's about helping Showtime grow and get more young fighters like this. And Richardson, this kid right here, there's another kid that helped Tank get ready for a world title fight. He's from Brooklyn. He's gonna be world champion too. Y'all can mark my words, he's gonna be world champion. It's a hell of a fighter. You know, I got some of these fighters in here. You know, I'll be naming you guys all day. Well, you forgot about me. Oh, you forgot about me. And you know, but I mean, you know, just been in the sport 21 years. That's been just a blessing. I'm glad I was a defensive fighter. If I wasn't a defensive fighter, I'd be gone by now. And Dan, I really want to say thank you. Just, I don't care if you wrote a good story about me or a bad story about me. You wrote about me. Huh? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You wrote about me. You know, I'll say good story, bad story. Write about me. Keep my name out there. Keep me alive. As long as my kids and that one that's around me genuinely love me and know who I am, I don't care what they say.
Oh boy, you know, it's been a while since I heard you predicting a knockout. And you've said on Tuesday that, you know, McGregor's either going down his face or his back. So you're predicting a knockout?
My thing is, either he gonna get me or I'm gonna get him. That's our game. Either he gonna get me or I'm gonna get him. It's going, because my whole thing, every time, I say, well, what do you think when you're going into a fight? When you walk in, I tell them, there's don't see nothing. Say it's gonna be what it's gonna be. The outcome is gonna be what it's gonna be. Once you get that mentality, or once you get that mind frame, you're okay. It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
You feel like this time you're going for the knockout?
He coming for me, I'm coming for him. Simple and plain.
Hey, Floyd, Keith Ivey from BoxingScene.com. There's Keith Ivey. I know you for years. For made friends, you know. Yeah, I see you guys. Tomorrow, obviously, will be the closest you come to Ireland on this tour and everything. What do you expect tomorrow to be like in London?
Well, we're about to get on. Well, I let my security guys, y'all flying on Air Mayweather. You know, one of my jets, for this tour, Mayweather Promotions, we chartered a jet. You know, God take a lot of people with jets. We chartered just for us, we had chartered 3 jets. And I think I took my jet, but after this fight, you know, getting the same jet that I chartered, the same new jet that I'm getting after the fight. But I got 3 jets that I want to consolidate down to 1. Just want to consolidate down to just 1. And you know, I got a lot of rich friends, so you know, they're like, I'll play. Now IRS. You guys believe whatever you want to believe. And you cannot defeat me. You call me every name in the book, you come at me different ways. It's not gonna work. Because one thing about me, when a guy is across from you, you know what he got to say to himself? Damn. You're going to look around like, I'm fighting Floyd Mayweather. Remember, and when the bell rang, remember, nobody knows that square circle like me. I know angles. I know where to touch you at. I know what you do good. I know what you don't like. And I don't have to watch your tapes. That's something I'm blessed with. But he's unorthodox. So he's gonna bring something different to the table. He asks me questions like Floyd. He may hit you in the elbow. He may hit you in the knee. My job is to keep my composure and let the referee do his job. That's my job. Hey,
Hi, Floyd. Matt Cole from Art Voice and Mac Life. People love you and people absolutely despise you.
But I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
If it's something negative about Floyd Mayweather,
No, it isn't.
No, I'm not saying that. But if it's something negative about me, they're gonna put it on. They're gonna be the main story you're gonna see. Right? They're gonna be the main story you're gonna see. But when I'm giving jobs to the Hispanics that don't have a green card, and help them get their paperwork to become a citizen. I'm talking about when I've done that in the past. I'm saying throughout the years. In the past, I mean, come on. No, we're not gonna do that. I'm talking about in the past, I live on the West Coast. And it's all about giving people a chance. It's all about giving people a chance. Somebody gave me a chance to be one of them. I love everybody around the world. I have a huge fan base.
Well, my question, continuing along that lines, is, as I said, a lot of people have very mixed opinions because of what they've heard in the past. But a couple things happened tonight and the events before tonight that I didn't expect, and I don't think anybody, certainly not in the UFC world, expected. Your comments to Dana White on stage, and then also, putting the spotlight on some of your younger guys. Is this maybe your age, your age, or point you're at in your life being different? Is it the way the fight's affecting you? But it seems we're seeing the softer, different side of Floyd Mayweather. Talk a little bit about
the softer side. It's age. Where age comes maturity, growth. We can no longer grow physical. So we look at things totally different. Like I said before, I'm human. I can contradict myself. I'm human. I say certain things. So I still get back and ask you certain things. I say, but you live and you learn.
You know what I respect you as a fighter. When I come back and I have a bigger company, a bigger brand, I'll come back and do your business. So I do wish you best of luck in London and your fight with everything that comes up. And I have followed you and I've had interviews before, and actually I have a picture with you from your old fight, and I do follow your.
Thank you.
Okay, I think that's it, right?
All right.
Thanks, everybody.
What's happening?
So everybody's really wants to fight for this. You're exactly right. I mean, they say they're not. So I want to ask you, as far as I would like to talk about when have you ever seen a force in the world? Yeah, first three stops that you made. We have a press conference in the restaurant. We have a press conference in the arena. This is a press conference. That guy, you say that hypocrite. You go 100. He said a hypocrite. If they invite us, though, bro. All right. All right, sir. I'm not a hater. I think there are a lot of times that they are a good show. So this would be small. Oh, good show. I haven't seen a thing. Got a good fighter. You know, because this is how the spirit is. You wish everybody the best. You're not in my way. You're not in my way. So I'm always done all the words and encouragement. Be supportive. That's what it's about. So why trying to test one down and bring them down? When they trying to get something out of you. When they trying to get something out of you. Watch it on the show. You gotta watch it. Even if they don't, but you have to watch it. You got a choice. Society is a little different. Somebody else is doing something, you know, it's a great thing. No knock on my government. It's a great thing now that, you know, they're showing boxing now on ESPN. What somebody else did, they're still trying to do it. Then it's like, oh, well, where did the money come from? And let's see what their tax stuff looks like. This and that. Come on, man. It's like, they can, but just right here, they can stop this. Because it's not stop it. You got some young guys. You know, this is all day, every day. All day, every day. And, you know, we're pretty good at what to do. Let's talk about it. You can have this one on the south side. You try to shit on. You know what I mean? Think about it. It was such a bad idea when Al was trying to. You know what I mean? Such a bad idea. Oh, he can never do it. But then he worried about where he get money from. And why would they give him money? They didn't cost a bunch of money. Huh? Now that for what? I don't get that. I'm working on my feet. It's a wall factory. I love the fact that working on it. Take care of top rank, great numbers. I send him a note and say, hey, it's good luck. You know, that's me. That's how I am. I send him a good note. Hey, you know, y'all did That's how I like to see it. So it's good for the sport.
But even what y'all doing with this, the UFC numbers since they purchased last year has been declining every area.
It's going back.
But it's gonna spike up.
Right. And I wish them all success with it. It's hard, man, doing stuff like this stuff. People don't understand. There's nothing easy about being a promoter. There's nothing easy about that. It's hard. And it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work, man.
They're going straight to London now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's 6 hours away, right?
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thank y'all for coming out to the sport, man. It means a lot. Thank you.
All this shit up.
We're not asking everybody about it, right? It's like, you gotta change, man. We just trying to put on a great event.
You don't have to worry about that.
No, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? We gotta put on a great event. And we got an opportunity.
God damn, all this shit I gotta pack up. This is crazy.
You know, it is what it is.